The leaflets promote white supremacy, and they included a mysterious substance. Fox 2's Dave Kinchin joining us live with more on the details of these unsolicited handouts. And Dave, what was in there exactly?
Well, there's a lot of questions that many people have here. Police are working on this carefully. What we do know from covering these kind of things is that when cowards, you might call them, do this kind of thing to divide a community, they often target communities that have a mixed population, that are very diverse. Neighbors we talk to, they say they're not standing for it, not one bit.
It's totally wrong. We do not believe this in this area.
A shocking and disgusting find made by Lisa Wood of Lake Township. A baggie filled with messages of hate, critical of diversity, inclusion, and equity, claiming all three civil rights principles amount to taking things away from white Americans.
We need to stand up and stick together and go up against this kind of things, because my generation already did this, and we're not doing it again.
She tells us how the disturbing discovery was made.
A neighbor had come up to me and asked me, did I receive something like this? And he spoke to me and told me that this was done all throughout the park.
The hate mail, discovered right around the Juneteenth holiday, no less, also promoted a video documentary called Defiant, along with a link to a website filled with anti-Semitic content, not to mention unknown stuff inside it, creating a whole separate worry.
We don't know what's in this baggie. It could have been poison, and this shows us that they have no respect, that they'll go on your property and, try to pressure you into seeing the way they do, which isn't never going to happen. Maybe back in the 50s or 60s. This isn't the 50s or 60s.
White Lake Police could only say they are investigating at the moment. The flyers feature the same content also found around suburban Los Angeles, also promoting that same video, along with the same anti-Semitic website link. Police there say they've responded to similar incidents over recent months. And about 25 minutes over from White Lake in Heartland, residents found a swastika spray painted on a tree, along with anti-LGBTQ propaganda popping up all across the community. Neighbors are sick of it.
I want to send the message of love and acceptance, not hate and being afraid.
Now, the flyers had language saying words to the effect of these messages were distributed without malicious intent, but as you can imagine, and as you just heard, community members, they're not buying that at all. I did have a chance to speak with the police chief here in Lake Township tonight. He says that he was out of town for a few days and is just now getting caught up on the investigation. He says he will have something more to report a little bit later this week, so we will stay on that as well. Reporting live in Lake Township, Dave Kinchin on The Edge.
Yeah, Dave, it sounds like there was a lot of intent there. Now, what about in terms of the investigation? Are there people who may have witnessed anything? It's going to be pretty difficult probably to trace where those letters and potentially that substance came from.
Yeah, it's not known if there are any witnesses. Also, we did not see a lot of surveillance cameras in the area, too. That's something that would be a big help in an investigation like this. And if federal authorities do get involved, they can take a look at patterns, because these things do tend to pop up in areas from time to time that are very diverse, that have diverse populations. And, of course, these folks that want to upset communities that are already living in harmony. But as we heard tonight, they're not going to go for that at all.
No, you heard that woman. The hate has to stop. All right, Dave Kinchin reporting live for us. Thank you.